3D Somebody Loves You Acrylic Nailer Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you a really cute Easter design that says somebody loves you, and it's got little bunny ears on the nails just like these ones that Melody does not realize she's wearing, so don't tell her. And so it's really cute and it says somebody loves you with a cute little bunny face. This nail has a gorgeous mirror powder background on it that is mirror powders from Born Pretty Store, and I'll put links to those in the description box below. So check those out and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well.
So here are the little mirror powders, the little color mirror powders that I'm going to be showing you from Madam Glam. Each one comes in its own little baggie, which I promptly get rid of because I have things organized in little boxes, but they all come separated, which is nice, and they all come sealed for your protection, which is nice, but I always struggle to get those things open. And they also come with a little sponge applicator. So I'm just going to take and pop that off. The powders are really hard to tell what they are, so I like to swatch them on the lid, and I'll show you all of the colors here. So there's greens and blues, purples, red, which is really pretty, especially I think for Christmas. I'll definitely have to keep that one in mind. Teal, gold. They're really nice color chromes, which I didn't have too many of, and so I'm really excited to be able to use those some more because color chromes are just really fun to use. And then I'm going to take and start the nail with a gradient of pink to purple, and this is something that you could do any color gradient for, any Eastery combination. Green and yellow would work, blue and green, blue and purple. You know, you get the idea. Just pick a couple of your favorite pastels, and there you go. And I'm going to encase the nail with a layer of clear acrylic to make sure that it is nice and strong, especially on a stiletto like this. Having a properly placed apex and nice nail structure is super important so that the tip doesn't snap, because that would be very, very disappointing. And for this nail in general, if you guys didn't want to do all of the writing on it, just the 3D work and the stiletto nail with the gradient is so cool. I remember after I was looking at it before I had finished the nail and it just was partially done, I was looking like, man, I love this. This is awesome. But then I'm going to file it into shape with my E-file, starting with a coarse bit to remove any bulk, then going over it with a finer bit to remove any little lumps, bumps, and imperfections. This will make your color chromes look so much more smooth and just turn out so much better. Then on a nail form backing, you're going to need to sculpt your 2 bunny ears. So I laid down the 2 beads of acrylic, and I'm just going to kind of press them out into my little rabbit ear shape. And it doesn't have to be perfect, and they don't even have to really be symmetrical, especially since I'm going to end up folding one of them over. So if they aren't quite the same, it's okay, because they aren't going to be the same in the end. And once that one has the fold in it, you probably won't even see that it isn't exactly like the other one. But the fact that one of mine was quite a bit bigger than the other one, I did decide to get rid of some of my extra acrylic, which I will do in just a second. Just right there, get rid of that. It was too much. Press down in the center of your ears so you create a little bit of a crevice or a little dip, and fill in that area with some of the lavender color. And same thing if you're doing this in a different color, just use the outside ear color, the color that's at the cuticle area, and the inside of the ear color, the color that's at the tip of the nail. Fill that in, and then as the one ear is beginning to set, slide your brush underneath it and then fold the corner over so that it looks like the bunny's ear has a little fold into it. Then I'm going to glue my ears onto the nail. So I just took a little drop of glue right near the cuticle area, and we'll hold that in place until it sets. Shouldn't hopefully take you too long. Grab the other ear, hold that in place. Try to get them so they're about the same angle coming up off the nail. And then after they have set just enough that you don't really have to hold them there, you can take some more of your pink acrylic and secure them in place, as well as make it look a little bit more natural of the transition from the nail into the ear. And if you, after you attach it and you're like, man, this looks really rough, you can always file it a little bit. Just take a small bit on your E-file and just kind of smooth it down into the nail, if it seemed like it still looked a little bit like an awkward transition from your ear to your nail. Hopefully it shouldn't, and then after you add the color chrome, that'll kind of blend things out too. So don't worry too much about it. It'll look good. And then I'm going to be applying a layer of no wipe gel top coat over the entire nail, and then over the pink portion of the ear. So I tried to avoid getting any into the center of the ear because I didn't want that to have the chrome on it, just the nail and then the outside of the ear. So apply a little layer like so, and then cure it. After it's cured, it takes the pink color chrome and blend that in over the ears and over the top portion of the nail. Try to get it in all those crevices. The great thing with those little sponges is that they do kind of conform around different shaped areas, like around the ears, really well. And then do the same thing over the tip of the nail, blend that up into the pink, so I use the purple at the tip. And now I'm going to be using some black paint, and I'm going to paint my little bunny face. So I started out like they're squinting, or like my bunny has that little happy eyes closed face. So I did 2 little curved lines for my eyes, added the nose and the smile, And then I'm going to paint the outlines for his teeth, as well as adding a couple little dots inside the cheek area for whiskers. 2 little teeth coming down, and then fill in those teeth with white. And you can do any kind of bunny face you like. A kawaii one would be really fun. There's options, whatever your style is. And then underneath that, I'm going to write some bunny. So for my sum, I did kind of a very modern hand lettering cursive type font. So there's the M and then the E. And there's the O. O will go through and connect to my M. And then a cute little S coming down. I want it to be very girly, very cutesy for especially the word some. And then for bunny, underneath that, you have less space and it's a longer word. So make sure that when you write some, if you do want it to fill the nail, that you can use a bigger font or a bigger text size for that. But then when you go through and you do bunny, you do need to make sure that it is a tad smaller, because especially if you're doing a stiletto nail like I am, then you don't have quite as much space. So you need to shrink it down a tad. Then paint the outline of a heart with black paint underneath that. And then on the very tip of the nail, write the letter U. Whenever I'm doing these kinds of things, I like to use a slightly different font for each either line of the text, or, you know, to really highlight a certain word. So my U has serifs, my bunny doesn't, and my sum is cursive. And then I'm going to take and add the little pink inside my heart. And then I'm going to add little white highlights inside the U. That letter was a little bit thicker, so that I have space for that. Then apply some glittery pink gel polish over the top of the heart shape. Cure it. And then apply gel sealer over the top of the whole nail and over the top of the outsides of the ears. So same thing, I avoided the inside of my ear. I just wanted to leave that matte. And if you don't do anything to it, you don't have to worry about applying top coat. The acrylic is fine on its own, but make sure you do top coat your chrome powders. And that is it. This little bunny is so cute, and I'm just so in love with the nail. And the chrome powders I've actually used on a couple clients since then, because they really do have gorgeous color, and they're just fun. So I hope you guys like this as much as I do. Please share any recreations with me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love to see them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!